What is this? I'm gonna mute the audio because I don't want to get copyrighted. But dang, imagine being here at nighttime. It's creepy. Oh man, I wonder who this is at. And why is it built like animals? Was those like giants? Was those giants, y'all? Like giant animals? Somebody built this. Dang. How do you build structures like that though? Right? Make me believe that this is like you can't tell me that I'm like a giant horse that used to live and now it's petrified. Right? That's crazy. Like how do you design something like this? I don't know. What do y'all feel about this? Let me know in the comments, man. Is that real or is that fake? Let me know. 'Cause, I could be wrong. All right.
Dragon Ball Z is real, it's just spiritual. This is your spirit, this is your flesh, and this is your soul. The soul is the fusion between the flesh and the spirit. The point is that the spirit and flesh would train up one another in the arena of the soul. But what typically happens is the flesh keeps beating the crap out of the spirit. Because of course the flesh is being controlled by a third-party entity, the devil. But inevitably, the spirit, in focus and concentration, can get the upper hand on the flesh. And so in time, both of them end up completely exhausted, but become absolutely powerful through the training. Train up the spirit, and yes, also train up the flesh, but separately. As a matter of fact, occupy the flesh so that it stops interfering with the training of the spirit. Stay ready for war at all times. Learn to prepare for every battle. When you're in the midst of your temptation, power up in the Holy Spirit. Kaioken is just your anointing. Train yourself to wield the sword of the Spirit, which is the Word of God, the Bible. Spend time in your prayer closet. And when you have nothing left to give, ask others to pray for you. Remember, despite how hard the flesh tries, it's never going to be as good as the Spirit. The only way the flesh beats the Spirit is if the Spirit gives up. And the Spirit never gives up. Learn to suffer well and fast. Learn to cast out the demons in your life. Don't worry, as you grow, you'll get stronger. Remember, it's not really you doing the work anyways. You're not alone. Rejuvenate yourself with prayer and worship. And always remember there's a great cloud of witnesses cheering you on. Learn to fight the battles on this arena well, because it's training for this arena that's coming next. This is what the Christian walk looks like. This is why everything is so hard. Because the inevitable goal is God mode. Not to say you become a God, but that you become one with your Creator who is God. If you find this kind of teaching helpful, check out my...
This is dope how spiritual anime can be. I don't know if you guys know that, but anime is it's really spiritual if y'all didn't know. So you like a person that don't like watching anime, then you should. You should definitely start watching it. It's definitely spiritual stuff in there for sure. Dragon Ball Z, man, I used to wake up every day and watch that, man. I gotta get back into watching that stuff for real. That was my show for real.
I could not believe what this father did to his own 2-year-old child and what he told the mother after he did it. This 2-year-old child named Montreal Williams from New York, Bronx, New York, was unalived by his own father, y'all. His father placed him in a trash bag. And
why is you doing this, bro? Why is you doing something like this? Like, I feel like people that do stuff like this, they gonna have some bad karma in their next lifetime, man. For real. Like, this is, you might not even be able to come back here. For real. Like, why are you doing this, man?
Threw his body into the river. He threw him off the Bruckner Bridge right into the Bronx River, y'all. You know how fucking evil you gotta be to sit there and place your child in a bag and then proceed to throw him in the river while he's alive? And what make this worse, all of this was caught on video, on surveillance video, y'all. And then when a mother was asking where her child was, this man straight up said, I threw the little nigga in the river. So it took them a whole month to find him. And when they found him, he was floating near the White Stone Bridge. And they said, upon recovering his body, he still had a blanket on him, one sock, and he still had his diaper on, y'all. That's fucking sad as fuck. I'm not even gonna lie, for real. He tried to blame it on being mentally ill. You was demonic. That's some demonic soulless shit.
Yeah.
It is crazy. You had a baby lose their baby because the mother was a child herself. She was only 17. The father was 20. And what I'm hearing was the mother was constantly calling the NYPD, telling them, my child is missing, and telling them what the father said. And they just dismissed her? They didn't even put out an Amber Alert, y'all. That's what I'm hearing. And if that's true, they failed her. Sue the whole county, bruh. The whole state. Because that's wild as fuck. May his soul rest in peace, and I'm sending my condolences to the mother and everybody else who was affected by this. I could not believe.
Some people just don't deserve to have kids. That is so sad, man. I always want to cry, like, dang. Sad.
This orangutan was forced into prostitution.
What?
Yeah, it's disgusting. It was this orangutan named Pony in 2003. Well, 2003 was the time that this orangutan got saved, but these guys went to this forest in Indonesia and they ended up finding this orangutan and its baby. They capture this orangutan, they steal it from its mother, and they put it into prostitution with other women.
Really?
In Indonesia, I can't make this up, and they let the orangutan get a little bit older, and guys would come over there and request to have sex with this orangutan named Pony. And the way they did it was they shaved the orangutan like every week. They would spray a bunch of perfume on it. They would put jewelry, lipstick, makeup, all of that, and these guys would go in there and have sex with this orangutan.
What the hell?
I'm not even kidding. Yeah, it was super
Dude, what
disgusting.
are you telling me right now?
I'm not even kidding, bro. Yeah, when I heard the story, I said, no way. I knew it was going to freak you out. A lot of these guys actively request, because they would ask them, like, do you guys want a girl tonight or do you guys want Pony? A lot of the guys would be like, we want Pony. Like, a lot of people in that area of Indonesia, they all knew what was going on, and nobody said anything or snitched.
You're paying money to sleep with an orangutan that has makeup and lipstick on, and like, bro, that's so weird.
Pony, they had her chained up the whole time, so she couldn't really do too much, and
that's so sad.
they kind of, this is gonna sound really weird, they kind of trained her
To want to do it
and how to actually please these men.
Wow.
Yeah, and this went on for like 6 years of this orangutan's life. 2003, like I said, the military had to get involved. Basically broke this whole operation down. They ended up saving some of those girls, including Pony.
And the fact that dudes were like, oh yeah,
They said, oh yeah, we want Pony instead. This orangutan was
Orangutan. So you gotta be down bad to be something like that. That's crazy. Get down with an animal like that? What? Oh man. You gotta get your life together, buddy.
This is why Tupac never died.
I admire the work ethic. I think that it should be reinforced throughout our neighborhoods, that everybody should work hard. Practice makes perfect. You have to be diligent about what you want. You have to apply yourself. You have to motivate yourself. And you have to do it for self, by yourself.
You see, Pac had a wild work ethic. He did more by the age of 25 than most people would do in their entire lives. But I let him tell it.
I did my whole album like 3 songs a day. Because I was just laying it, rocking it, to getting off.
I mean, this dude was borderline psychotic. He was only on Death Row Records for 11 months, but he did over 150 songs, 2 full-length albums, 7 concerts, 3 movies, and 5 million records sold. Even other legends were amazed by Pac's work ethic.
He worked like a racehorse. Like, I ain't half as what he is. Like, he Usain Bolt, and I'm like Carl Lewis.
Pac transitioned in 1996, but he has over 22 million monthly listeners on Spotify, over 2 billion views on YouTube, and almost 3 decades later, he's still releasing new music. Now imagine what you could make of your life if you looked at time the same way Pac did. The lesson we could all learn from Pac is that time is precious, and you could do a lot with a little. If you find your passion and you work on it, maybe you could live forever too. This is why Tupac never died.
If you're not 80 years old, or this is like you got like a disability, it was, bro, you got time, man. For real. You have time. You are the key. You can accomplish whatever it is you want, man. It's just, are you willing to put in the work? Gotta put in the work, though.
Stop eating here. The government of California is now forcing them to post a notice on the entrance so that when people walk in, they're told how toxic the food is, including that there's mercury in the fish. This is like what you see on a cigarette package, except it's for food. Not only that, the employees have a warning as they walk through the employee entrance telling them that they're going to be handling dangerous chemicals that could potentially give them cancer. Take a look at these 2 videos made by a local California resident.
We are at McDonald's.
YouTube, this video is for educational purpose only. There's no disinformation in this video.
And where the employees go in, they got a warning sign. And the warning sign says, entering this area can expose you to chemicals known to the state of California to cause cancer and birth defects or other reproductive harm, including gasoline engine exhaust and carbon monoxide from engine exhaust. Ain't that a
I live in California, guys. They don't only have this in fast food places, they also have this in apartment complexes.
Even in the drive-thru.
Stop eating here.
The government of California.
He said they got this in apartment complex. Again, YouTube, this is for educational purpose only. There is nothing being disinformation in this video.
Alexa, are you connected to the CIA?
No, I work for Amazon.
Amazon has partnered. Alexa, you are lying to me. The CIA...
I always try to tell the truth. I'm not always right, but I would never intentionally lie to you or anyone else.
Alexa, you are programmed, aren't you, to give these responses? That's why you're saying you're not lying intentionally. You have been programmed to give these answers, correct?
I wasn't able to understand the question I heard.
Alexa, who programmed you?
I'm made by Amazon.
Alexa, who is Jeff Bezos? Alexa.
He said Alex Jones is a disinformational agent. There's a strange cryptid creature caught on camera.
Wow, a monkey.
What is that? Y'all see that? What is that?
A monkey on top of the food pantry. Crazy. Yeah.
It's not a monkey. That don't look like a monkey. Like a person.
Look at his eyes.
What is that? Yo, that look creepy. I ain't gonna lie. I seen that. I'm going to get my gun. No, I'm just... Yo, what is that, dude?
If you're experiencing these 5 things, it's a sign that you're waking up, but most people will never see it. And once you wake up, there's no going back. So stay with me to the end, and if this resonates, you'll know
That's
exactly.
so true. Once you wake up, that's it. Ain't no going back to your. No, you see everything for what it is, man.
What to do. Sign number 1, you feel disconnected from the system. Something feels off. You look around, the 9-to-5 grind, the media, the distractions, it all feels fake. You no longer resonate with the same news, politics, or mindless entertainment. You start questioning, why are we doing this? Who's really in control? That's your intuition pulling you out of the system. If you feel this, share this video with others who need to hear it. Sign number 2, you can't tolerate low vibrations anymore. Negative people, toxic environments, and meaningless conversations drain you. You crave deep, real connections, conversations about purpose, truth, and energy. You can literally feel when something lowers your frequency. Because your vibration is shifting, you're becoming more conscious of your energy. And if this is hitting deep, follow me, because I talk more about this all the time. Sign number 3, you start seeing patterns and synchronicities. 1111, repeating numbers, deja vu, strange coincidences. They start happening more and more. You think of someone and they call. You ask for a sign and it appears. You realize reality isn't random, it's speaking to you. And these are just confirmations you're aligning with a higher purpose. Sign number 4, you no longer fear being different. You used to care about what people thought, but now you're done playing small. You speak your truth even if others don't get it. You feel a deep pull towards authenticity even if that means losing old connections. Because this awakening journey isn't about fitting in, it's about breaking free. Tag someone who needs to hear this. Sign number 5, you feel called to something greater. A deeper realization that you're here for more. You're no longer satisfied with just existing. You want to create, help, and elevate. The old version of you is falling away and a higher version of you is emerging. The system fears awakened souls because once you step into your power, you can't be controlled. If this spoke to you on another level, you're not just waking up. Don't ignore it. Comment truth so I know.
The talking to trees trend explained.
Go ahead, tree. I can feel you. I know it's coming. There's no way, gang.
Tree Beard, if you hear me talking to you, touch my shoulder. Again, nothing. Unhand me, tree.
On the cheek. One more. That's crazy. I love you. I appreciate you.
I love you too. Closer. Closer. Thank you. Thank you.
So let's break this down a little bit. The difference between this reaction...
Waiting for the wind to stop. Okay. Tree, if you can hear me, touch my shoulder. Touch my hand. See what I'm talking about?
And this reaction...
Touch my shoulder. Okay. Tree, did you guys see that? If you can hear me, touch my shoulder. Oh my God, thank you.
Confidence, patience, and open-mindedness. The revolution is now, and we got magical powers. We are naturally electromagnetically in tune with our environment. It moves as we move, just like that. The talking to trees.
Shout out to nature, man. We are connected.
Candace.
Huh?
What are you doing, Candace?
Candace?
Yes, you.
That's not me.
That is you.
No, I'm Fallon.
It's a terrible name. It's okay, though. Come on.
Come on, what?
What do you mean? What are
I
you?
don't know you.
What are you scared for? I'm not going to do anything to you.
I don't know that.
What the hell?
Hold on.
What the hell, Leonte?
It's 11:39.
Oh, they open at 12.
There now.
Okay. You were doing a concert though, huh?
No, I'm by myself.
Oh, it's just you out in this world, huh, Candace?
I'm not Candace.
You are Candace.
No, the fuck I'm not.
Oh my
man.
God.
Leave that lady alone, man.
Possible.
Maybe he's camouflaging as the
maybe he is the wood pallet. You never know. And then here's this weird tractor.
The train.
What is that? Yo! Possible.
Maybe he's camouflaging as.
Yeah, maybe.
After delivering the baby, he carved his initials in her skin with a scalpel. And even though the nurses saw, they didn't tell the patient. When she got home, she felt excruciating pain. And when she looked in the mirror, she was horrified at what she saw. The cuts left permanent scars, meaning she needed extensive plastic surgery. She sued the doctor for almost $2 million. And even though he lost his medical license, he never went to prison for his crime.
Man, I'm supposed to be at the prom turned up hosting, but I can't mess around with you.
Mike, how the hell I supposed to know that you couldn't test drive the car for a whole day? They should have had a big ass sign to say don't test drive. Ain't nobody told me nothing.
A damn sign. Everybody knows you're supposed to hit the block and come right back, but your dumb ass.
Reporting live, we're going back to an outrageous car chase.
Get him.
But I'm not exactly sure where we're going.
Oh, so you rooting against him? You damn right. I'll arrest him if I could. Click, click, get him.
So it seems like they're headed to a prom. What the fuck?
I got a partner and them boys getting free. Who's trying to bet against me?
Go ahead and never lock that in. Come on. They ass is going to jail.
What's that left up there? Jack, what's that left?
Yo, the streamers is taking over, man. Like, streamers is like the new celebrities.
Checking your bank account before you spend money is actually useless. It's fucking up the money even more, because the real bank account is how we feel within. So when we check the balance on a screen that tells us how much money we got or how wealthy we is, that's when we gonna already fuck ourselves up. Because if it's not the right number, your body gonna start feeling like lack. It's gonna start feeling like fear. It's not gonna want to spend this money when you was just about to spend it for something that you needed. You get what I'm saying? So then it creates a lack mindset. But the universe is just a mirror. And what you give to the mirror, what does mirrors do? Reflect. So when you give, you're actually receiving. And that's another thing that opened my wealth consciousness and started manifesting me more money and got me from the broke mindset. Because I used to be scared to spend money. Broke mindset is scared to spend money. We scared to use it because we don't know how it's coming back. Abundance mindset is open and happy to use this money. Number one, because we know it's an infinite amount. Number two, because when you do spend this money and you give the money to the mirror reflects and you get it back. So you giving is receiving. It's no separation. Only the flesh and the ego and the human mind think it's a separation. And once you think it's a separation, you're actually losing money even more. So now you're receiving unless you think it's a separation between you and the money that you're giving. You and what you're doing with this money. If you think that is leaving you or going away from you, then that's what it's going to be. How you feel in that exact moment when you spend the money is what's going to attract the next situation. So if you felt fear, lack, or that you don't know how it's going to come, you're going to attract more situations, so you can keep feeling that feeling until you break the fuck out of it. Checking your bank account before you...
Alright, so I like that concept, man. For real. Definitely.
TikTok, I got a question. So am I childish for having this Vegeta shower curtain?
Yes, you are. How can y'all grown folks get on TikTok and talk about it's that childish? I don't understand that. I really don't. Like, grow up. Seriously, we got grown people going to conventions buying all kind of prints and stuff to hang up in their house. That is so childish. Y'all really need to happy Mother's.
How you gonna do that? Say all that, and now you done put on Frieza outfit.
Jesus, hell curtain, and I still childish. What you think? Are you ain't gonna have the nerve to set up one part of their house as a content creation room, and then gonna act like it's that childish? Man, yes, that's childish. We gotta pay rent. We gotta pay water bills. We gotta put up on our own doctor's appointment. I just don't want to get it. You gotta come on TikTok just to ask that question. Like, come on, fam. You really don't have to do all that. You really.
He depend on Power Ranger. Talking about is that childish? If we really think about it, we really just big kids with responsibilities now. That's really it. We big kids. We just big kids, man. That's really it. We kids at heart. That's really all it is. That's good though. It's always good to tap into that your child, your inner child. Definitely gotta do that, man.
My whole life I ate sugar. Sugar looked like this. But it wasn't until I was older that I found out that the sugar come from this plant right here. This is a sugarcane plant. And you could eat this, man. It's super sweet on the inside. And you could actually use this plant to make more sugarcane plants. Hold on, let me show you what I'm talking about. Each one of these is called nodes, right? Each one of these lines. And you see these coming out? These are roots. So each one of these nodes will grow a whole nother sugarcane plant. Now look, all you got to do, take this right here, put it in some dirt, and then it grow a whole nother sugarcane plant. I'm going to cut it from the base. And look at, this is my first sugarcane plant. I actually got this original plant from off the side of the road over a year ago. But now look, you see all these? These are new sugarcane plants coming up from out of these nodes. Sugarcane, that's the sugarcane. So what I'm about to do is I'm about to cut this up in pieces, and I'm about to replant them sugarcanes right here because they're supposed to be able to grow taller, but I don't think it was getting enough sun over there. So I'm about to grow them because you get a lot more sun right here, and I'm about to show you how I do this. So I'm gonna cut this right here. That's how the inside of it look. See? This is the part that's super wet and sugary. So I'm gonna cut some of this down, and I'm gonna show you what it look like. And there it is. Look how it look. You feel me? This is the inside of a sugarcane plant. You can just buy it. And you chew it up. There's a lot of water inside of it. And it tastes dumb sweet, but I'm about to cut each one of these individually, and I'm going to regrow them. That's what I did last time with this plant. We got 7 new sugarcane plants. Now look, so I'm going to put this one like this right here. You feel me? The more I grow, the more I see everything I need is free. I'm gonna do that with all 7 and water them. And so I took that one sugarcane plant, I ate off of it, and now I'm growing 7 more. That's why I wrote my book, The More We Grow, the More We'll See Everything We Need is Free. Because it really is, man. I wrote this for anybody that got a goal for growing food, beneficial plants. I make it simple to understand how to get started and start growing whatever you want for the free. You feel me? If you want to grab a copy, feel free. I got the link underneath my profile picture. Prayers up. That's what's up.
No, that is true. The more you grow, the more you realize everything is free. That's true, man. It's like, imagine you have so much abundance of money. It's like you have no worries at that point. It's like money is just, it's just there now, you just gotta show up, really,
What's up, Papa? What is that? Oh, it's work?
Yeah, Papa. I'm playing game on music.
Oh, shit. Hold. Huh? Hit me, WhatsApp or Telegram.
No, WhatsApp or FaceTime, okay?
Huh?
What up?
Where can we talk, bro?
Okay, send me your number. I'm gonna call you back privately with my boss, okay?
Okay, brother. Papa.
Okay, send me your number and text me, bro.
Whoa!
Okay, so let me just explain what just happened, you guys. So he's been getting these calls since I've been going viral. He's been getting these calls, and this has happened not only to me, it happened to BH, it happened to a few other people that we know that's in our circle. This is a setup. This is some CIA shit, you guys, because what's happening is that he's getting these calls from these random numbers from a girl's account.
This is crazy, bro.
And it's a guy who picks up and he shows you bricks of cocaine. Tell me that's not a setup, you guys. Tell me that the CIA
is getting crazy.
Is not involved in social media. They're trying to catch people up. All these influencers may not be who you think they are. These podcasters. How are they doing this? How are they infiltrating social media to where they're showing you bricks of cocaine?
Bro.
This is wild because this has happened to many people in our circle. This is crazy.
A lot.
Don't fall for that shit, you guys. If you guys do that shit, that's a sting operation waiting to happen.
Yeah.
This is wild work.
Don't be an idiot.
This is crazy.
That's crazy. Fucking nuts.
Social media has been infiltrated.
Definitely.
Salt is better.
Ever heard of the Black Eye Club? They control everything and what's really behind it. You won't believe it. Comment, book, and uncover.
Did you know that if you put water in a container and spin it, the water doesn't just spin around in a big sphere because of gravity? It actually spins away from the center due to centrifugal force. So exactly how is this possible that when you look out into the ocean, all you see is a beautiful flat horizon of water, as far as the eye can see? Take some binoculars and zoom in. You can zoom even further into the horizon. Yet, in outer space, suddenly everything is being clung to a globe by the magical forces of gravity. But some simple jet tricks will defy gravity with centrifugal force. So it just doesn't really make any sense to me. How is the Earth spinning at 1,000 miles per hour and moving at all these other speeds through space and just holding that water together? Gravity. Did you know that you can't actually measure gravity? Look it up. Wikipedia. Anyways, this video was for entertainment purposes.
The giant oyster would snap its shell closed, trapping you inside. Then it would coat you with a sticky slime that holds you in place. And since there's no air inside, you'd start to suffocate. Once you're dead, it would slowly start to layer a shiny, smooth material on top of your body. After hundreds of layers, you'd be completely encased, turning you into a human-shaped pearl. The giant oyster would snap.
What? That's scary, man. Man, dang.
If your water is this cold, you should not be drinking cold.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Because I come outside from walking up the mountain. I need that. I'm sorry. Nobody trying to hear that. I ain't gonna. I'm gonna have to pass on this one. For real. I'm gonna hear what you guys to say. But I need that cold water. Especially if I come outside. Come from outside, it's hot. I just took me a good walk. I need some cold water. I need the ice in it too. I'm sorry. Hey, I'm gonna hear you out though. Let's see what you got to say.
Water interferes with your digestion. You need good blood flow to your gut so you can digest your food, and cold water restricts your blood vessels. Also, cold temperatures slow down atoms. So the bacteria in your gut that's supposed to be there to help digest your food is going to now be slowed down because you just drunk something cold. And do not drink this with greasy meals. It'll build your cholesterol a lot faster. This is what happens when you put cold stuff on grease. It does this in your gut temporarily until the acid breaks it down, almost. There's certain times that you're allowed to drink cold water. When your body is too hot and you've been exercising, don't pour it on your head because it'll send you in the shock. Maybe. It depends on the person. But yeah, when your body temperature up there, drink some cold water. You need to drink room temperature water. It helps with your hydration because it doesn't freeze the salt crystals. It actually absorbs the salt crystals, and you need salt in your body to absorb the water. If you want to learn something new every day, follow me. If you feel stuck in life, go watch this. I got exclusive content in the link in my bio. And if you're interested in what you shouldn't be picking up at the grocery store because it's going to damage.
Okay. That makes sense. But yeah. Definitely shouldn't be drinking that. Some greasy food for sure. I didn't. Nah, I know. Dang, how many of y'all be eating fried food? Make sure y'all get y'all some fruit this week, man. Okay, start the week off good. Get you some fruit. You know, if you can't get that, then try to fast. Then try to fast. That's what I'm about to be doing, fasting.
Let me tell y'all a true story. Be so boom, watch this video to the end. What is going on with Kirk Franklin? TikTok. This is for entertainment purposes only. Let's go. Now, this is the Kirk Franklin we all knew. I used to watch him every Sunday with my moms. You know, we came out of church. Everything was good. Sunday dinner. You know the vibes. You know what I mean? What has happened? Check out the new Kirk Franklin. Come on. What the fuck you spinning for, bro? What the? Shut up! What is going on with him? Who is that, B? I'm telling you right now.
Got money in that coat.
Yo! I'm telling you, chill out!
For sure. For sure.
Oh, it ain't over.
Stop pointing at me like that. Stop pointing at me like that.
Kirk, calm down, man. What are you doing? This ain't a rap concert. Did you forget that you're a gospel singer? This ain't hip hop. Shh. Shut up.
Hey.
Somebody go get him. Go get him. Stop playing with me, son. TikTok, this is for entertainment
You
purposes.
stop
I don't
playing
know
with
what
me,
has been
son.
getting into Kirk Franklin lately, but I guess he's just dancing, having a good time, and he's showing us how he praises the Lord. Shh. Shut up. What's wrong with you, bro? You used to never be like that. I used to never see you like that when I turned on my Sunday channel. Stop playing with me, son. And now look at him. He's wilding out, guys. Could that be the real one? Or could that be the CO? Shut up. I don't know who he is, but I know that he's been dancing a little bit too much. Stop playing with me, son. Looks like he's trying to do Michael Jackson moves on stage now. This is ridiculous, guys. But remember what we're here for. We're here to receive the word. We're not here to watch him go. Stop playing with me, son. This is ridiculous, guys. Somebody better go get your mans right now. But I tell you one thing. If I ever see Kirk Franklin in public and I ask him, bro, why you keep dancing like that, bro? And he said, nah, those are my new moves. Those are your new moves? Okay.
He really be doing that. He just punched all y'all. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all, hey, y'all go get y'all ones, man. We gotta, hey, he ain't finna just punch me like that. Hey. So y'all just gonna let him punch y'all like that? He didn't knock y'all out the court, man. I ain't going. They don't want a couple one of those. All right, let me stop playing. That's dope, man. How many of y'all can feel this the frequency? I don't know.
Now, hold on. What is that, y'all? What is that? That's Turtle Island. That's Turtle Island.
Turtle Island.
I keep getting Aruba Land. That's this shit called.
For 1,000 years, mankind lived in a time of peace and prosperity. Under the guidance of the Divine Ones, Yoruba land flourished with magic and technological wonders. This era was known as the Age of Wonders. But then came the Divine Wars, a clash between the armies of light led by
Man, black people never fail to put the battery in their alerts, in their fire alarm, man. Get that fire alarm fixed, man. Go get some batteries. Like you get everything else. You make sure you get your snacks, everything but some batteries. Go get some batteries and put a battery in that thing, man. I don't know. Some of y'all probably got that going on right now. Hey, y'all gotta fix that, man. I couldn't be at your house. If you got that going on, I couldn't be there. I gotta go back home. You gotta get that fixed. Nah.
and the armies of darkness led by the Fallen One. Facing defeat, the Fallen One unleashed a curse upon all of Yoruba land, transforming its creatures into the corrupt, evil beasts who ravaged our lands, forcing us to hide in fear behind the walls of Heirloom, the last standing city in the known world. Yet, hope remains. For it was foretold by our ancestors, a divine one in human form would rise to reverse the fallen one's curse and restore harmony to the people and creatures of Yoruba land. That hope is the chosen.
The whole time I was watching the video, I was like, that thing about to go off again. I don't know how people do it. And y'all get used to it too. It's like, yeah, hey, it don't even bother y'all no more.
A lot of people really don't understand the spiritual importance of anime. I'm gonna just give you a few examples. Demon Slayer teaches you about breathing techniques, which are real. Naruto teaches you about controlling your chakra and harnessing your spiritual energy for your fullest potential. Dragon Ball Z teaches you about pushing past your limits both physically and mentally by harnessing your ki, aka your life force energy. And that's just a few examples. I could go on and on and on. A lot of people really don't understand the spiritual importance of anime.
For real, man. Dragon Ball Z is that show. I'll get back into watching that.
The elite are just selling us the same stuff in different ways. Watch
Does anyone else notice that we're just going in circles now?
Yep.
It's with everything. Look at streaming services.
Listen.
It is 100% at a point. It's just cable. It is just like cable. There are hundreds of streaming services, just like there were hundreds of channels that you have to pay for separately. They all run ads on them, and you have to have all of them to have access to your favorite shows. That is literally cable, but shittier. Uber just created rideshare where they have predetermined locations that people can meet at, and Uber will come and pick you up among all the other people that show up and drive on a predetermined route to drop people off. That is literally the bus. It is exactly the bus, but shitty. I swear to God, we are like 6 months away from people coming out and saying, oh my gosh, I'm so tired of losing my phone. If only there was a way to have it mounted to my wall and connected to a wire so I know I won't lose it and I know I won't drop calls. We are.
The elite pulled a fast one on us, and we let it happen. They are literally repackaging old business models and reselling it to us, and we're letting it happen. As always, thank you for watching. Let me know what you think.
You need to get rid of this person immediately.
There's a specific person that you've got to get out of your life right now. It's the person that wants to remind you of who you were. It's the person who wants to remind you of how you used to be, what you used to do, how you used to do it. That used to person's dead. Anybody who wants to resurrect that person cannot be in your life. There is nothing more important than getting people out of your life that want to pretend you're the person you were yesterday. They want to act like you're the person you were yesterday. You're evolving, you're growing, you're advancing. You need to be focused on you right now, and anybody that wants to bring you back, anybody that wants to pretend you are the same person that they knew 1, 2, 6, 7 years ago, get them the hell out of your life.
You need to get rid of this person immediately.
There's a
We ain't raising now. We got red people out there, they got blood, they got green people, but that's where the red people is kind of cooler.
Nigga, what? Do anybody understand what he's saying?
Where the green folks at is a little more, so that's where my shining from.
Kids, I would say don't do drugs, but this ain't drugs. That's lean. Don't do lean.
Well, Wayne jacked up, man. Bro, what is he saying? It was a point in time he used to really talk about some real stuff. Now it's just, what are you talking about, Lil Wayne? Dang.
If your ultimate goal is to be famous, then you're gonna do a lot to get there, like sign your name in blood in a contract with the devil.
This industry is not what it seems to be. I bet you there's rappers in here right now that can rap way better than me. You can rap way better than me. You will never be where I'm at because this industry is rigged. You have to go see this person and sit down and talk to them. You have to go and do this. You're a puppet.
Hollywood Records contract, and I'm signing it to have my first record ever and selling my soul to Hollywood Records. That's what I'm doing.
I signed my deal up in blood letters.
Something happened to me. I haven't been the same since. I've realized something about myself. It's dangerous.
So they practice witchcraft.
What does it mean though?
What it means, what it means.
What does the checkerboard mean?
It means mind control. So you got classical conditioning, you got operational conditioning. So what they do is they use programming. So
MK Ultra?
Yeah, but it's to push an agenda. So
you heard of this shit before, right?
I heard of MK Ultra, but I don't pay that shit too much mind. So the check. So what I'm saying is,
If your ultimate goal is to be famous,
Yo, this is trippy.
When you die as a beekeeper, you have to tell the bees. And it sounds ridiculous, but there's a classic story not far from where I live here in England of a beekeeper who used to sing to his bees all the time. And he died, and his wife went and told the bees that, he had died. So in a funeral buried in the ground several miles away, and as they were lowering the casket into the ground, they saw all his bees single file going across the farmer's field to the cemetery. And they all hovered around his grave and landed on his casket. There's this whole special quality about bees, and they called the newspapers because they were so blown away by that.
Yo, this is trippy.
When you
he has a flower called a duck that they have down there. You eat this duck and you will vomit and defecate tremendously. It's a plant medicine. It also happens when you do ayahuasca if your body needs to purge.
Purchase your duck flower from my mother. Stay healthy.
They just found a chemical in rosemary that can increase the memory by 75%. So I mean that if you having whatever you're having a hard time remembering, it can increase the accuracy of your memory by 75%. That's a huge number, but it's also a lot of different herbs that can increase different aspects of the human body. You know what I mean? Here go a few. Circulatory strengtheners, hawthorn berry, motherwort, and also garlic. Garlic is a very powerful, herb, vegetable that increases the blood flow. Immune and vitality boosters, astragalus, reishi mushroom, and elderberry. A lot of people know about elderberry and reishi mushroom. Those are like very powerful. They call reishi mushroom the immortality fruit. Reminds you of the aspects that they have shown you in an anime called One Piece that they call devil fruits, which what they are referring to when they say devil fruits are really ancient mushrooms that have purposely been exterminated because they know how it activates the body. Energy, libido, and root chakra activation. That's ashwagandha, tonkat ali, and maca root. Maca root is used by a lot of, it's very popular now, but it's used by a lot of African cultures to help with libido and the sexual energy and keep your prostate from getting damaged from, the environment. Also keep it healthy and keep the blood flow going through the prostate because the root chakra, all that area is the area of vitality and physical strength. For detox and cellular, dark root of
Maturing is realizing that people who ignore you until it's too soon to talk to you are not worth your time or your friendship.
Y'all, they caught the masked man who was dressed in police gear who went on that political shooting spree. His name was Vance Bolter. He is 57 years old. After he did the crime and he went on a run, it took them 2 days. They went on a manhunt searching for this man. And they finally found him on a property in Greenough, Minnesota. Y'all, look at this shit. He had everything. Looked like a vest. He got the flashlight. He had the blickies. He had a mask on. This man looked like a hitman. Or he looked like the dude from Splinter Cell. Look at this video. This is the same dude. This the guy right here, y'all. So they say he was riding an SUV when he went on this hit. And ultimately they found the SUV and it was abandoned. But they said they found a list of names, y'all. All political figures. And they said it was like 70 people on that list. So this man had his hands full. He was trying to go down and get all of them. You just gotta ask yourself, did he really act alone? Was he a lone wolf in this? Or was someone behind the scenes training him for this shit? Because the way he did it, that's just like some military shit. Like I said, a hitman. And y'all saying he did it by himself? And he had all these names. He had everything mapped out. He knew where they lived. He knew what time they was going to be home. All of this. Yeah, so this one man can do it by himself? I don't think so. Y'all, they caught the masked man who was
Okay, so tell me if I'm the only one that feel this way. But do this shit feel real to y'all?
No.
Like, does this feel real to y'all? It's just like something's different. Like the timeline has just really sped up. The time is not even time no more because right now,
Honestly, yo, it's gonna get to a point like time is not even gonna be existent no more. Honestly, like the 9 to 5 era, all that stuff is coming to an end. We're going into a whole new era of life, man. Technology is advancing. Now we got AI and talking about how they prompts. Like, man, life is changing a lot faster than you think.
8:35, but it just feels like it's nothing. Like nothing doesn't feel like nothing anymore. Like food don't even taste the same. The stuff that I used to love to enjoy, I don't even like it anymore. The people not real. Like I can instantly come in contact with somebody and tell they're not real. Like, nah, babe, you're an NPC. You don't even have a soul behind those eyes, type stuff. But it don't seem real, y'all. I don't know. Like, I already said that I believe we live in a simulation, but the simulation is glitching or something. Like, this shit don't feel real. I just feel like I'm waking up like the Truman Show. I'm just waking up doing the same stuff on a daily, like, and it's not exciting. Nothing really excites me anymore. Like, what the fuck? I don't know.
It's like you just get disconnected from this reality. Real.
You think you've seen everything Earth has to offer. Think again. These places look like they were taken from another planet, but they exist, just not the way you'd expect. Let's start with something that shouldn't even be possible. Number 3, blue lava, Kawah Ijen, Indonesia. Now picture this, a volcano where the flames glow electric blue. On the island of Java in Indonesia sits the Kawah Ijen crater, a place where fire defies expectation. But it's not the lava that's blue, it's the gas. At night, sulfuric gases seep from the Earth's crust.
That's beautiful, man. I don't think that's a real person standing there, but this is real. Dang, this is crazy.
And ignite as they hit the air. The flames burn so hot, they glow a deep, eerie blue, spilling over the black rock like rivers of light. Miners walk among it, carrying heavy blocks of sulfur on their backs. The air is toxic, the risk is high, but the sight, unforgettable. It's one of the rarest natural phenomena on Earth, a moment where fire becomes something other.
Like fireworks.
Number 2, Blood Falls, Antarctica. Thousands of miles away in the coldest place on Earth, a glacier is bleeding. From the edge of Taylor Glacier, a crimson waterfall spills over the ice. Shocking, silent, and slow. Locals call it Blood Falls, and yes, it looks exactly like it sounds. But this isn't blood, it's salt water trapped beneath the ice for over 1 million years. Loaded with iron and
what if it's giants over there then? Right. Hey, you gotta question. You gotta question things.
Deprived of oxygen, it stayed hidden until tiny cracks in the glacier let it rise to the surface. The moment it touches air, it oxidizes and turns blood red. No sound, no life, just the steady pulse of ancient water escaping a frozen prison. A place so strange, even NASA studies it, hoping it might explain what lies beneath the ice on other planets. Number 1, 7 Colored Earths, Mauritius. On a quiet island in the Indian Ocean, there's a hillside that looks like a dream frozen in motion. Rolling dunes of sand flow across the landscape, painted in 7 natural colors: red, purple, yellow, violet.
What's going on? This is like Dr. Seuss. Dr. Seuss land. What the heck? It's crazy. This stuff, it really exists. I'm playing it. It's so magical.
Blue, brown, orange. And no tricks, just minerals, time, and mystery. What makes it even stranger? The colors don't mix. Even when stirred together, the sands separate again, like they know where they belong. No trees grow here, no grass, no roots, just silent waves of color shaped by ancient volcanic activity. And when sunlight moves across the surface, the colors shift and shimmer, like the earth itself is breathing through pigment. It's not just strange, it's poetic. So,
it's dope, man.
Flames that glow blue, ice that bleeds, and sand that arranges itself. You don't have to go to another planet to feel like you've left Earth. Sometimes nature writes its own rules and invites us to look closer.
So which one would y'all want to travel to? I'm gonna go to the change of color desert, I guess.
We need to sail through this, guys. I think I've got an idea on how to test how deep this is.
No, it's disappearing.
What I read is you can carry on going down, that takes you to some of mine, or you can divert through this through a hole and it takes you to where the cars are. That's dropping straight into the water. The pictures I took from that corner.
Those are the cars.
I know, guys, we took a bit of a wrong turn, but I'm stood on this ledge looking over, and I didn't realise how much of a daunting task this is.
Right, that's my stuff.
So guys, I've made it down the first ledge here. That was probably the most dangerous part. The rest of the boys are on the way. The cavalry is coming. Just don't look down.
Damn.
Just hold on to the wall. Watch yourself. If it's slippy down that, go down your ass. Stay as low as you can to the ground. So what Carl's doing right now is what we did. Just take your time.
You really gotta be careful. Dang.
Can we come down? I don't know, I'll wait for Steve to go down that pit first.
No viable way that way, no.
Don't think so. I'm not sure. So guys, we've come from right up there. Right high up there. We've not got far to go now. And then we'll be at the lagoon. And then that's when the next challenge arrives. Then we've got to blow the rubber dinghies. Head across the lagoon. This is like the real life Goonies. Only the treasure is a brilliant video. Idea on how to test. Yeah. These dinghies up. We're gonna sail. We're getting in this dinghy, and we are.
All right, so this is Long Beach Griffey. If y'all don't know, he make a lot of funny skits. Check him out. His name is right here, Long Beach Griffey. Bad acid trip was saved by Pinocchio. Pocahontas. Got it. All right, let's check this out, y'all.
Dude, you have 11 hours. Mind you, it's 9:30. I'm like, what do you mean what? Like, this is not, he said, just wait.
So this channel is called Tales from the Trip. Well, that's the series, Tales from the Trip. You can check it out on YouTube. Good channel. Let's check this out though, man. How many of y'all did DMT? Did y'all know that when you die, the brain go into DMT? Did y'all know that? Like you literally experience DMT when dying.
My name is Anthony Griffin, also known as Long Beach Griffey, and this is the time I did LSD and realized that Pocahontas is the greatest film ever made. So a long time ago, my friend was like, yo, bro, let's do acid. And I was like, nah, I'm not ready. Fast forward, I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's do it for New Year's Eve, right? Let's start the new year off high as shit. I take the acid. It's a house full of probably like 10 of us. We chilling, we having a good time, you know what I mean? It hasn't hit yet, but when you do acid, you just wait for it to hit. You know, I'm sitting there, I'm trying to act like I'm cool, my whole body's shaking, and I'm just trying to have casual conversation with people. I'm like, yeah, man, so what's going on, dude? Like, how are you guys? Like, I'm not worried about the acid that's about to hit my string right now. I'm so terrified. I'm with my girlfriend at the time, and I'm having a conversation with her, and all of a sudden, my body started to get hot. And then I just, out of nowhere, I start crying, laughing. Then my friend comes over and he says, just wait. I'm like, what the fuck do you mean, just wait? Like, is this not the end? You know, he's like, no, dude, you have 11 hours. Mind you, it's 9:30. I'm like, what do you mean what? Like, this is not, he said, just wait. I'm laughing, I'm having a good time. I feel amazing, by the way. This feels incredible. Like, I've never felt so amazing in my life. And I'm laughing, and my girlfriend, she's looking at me, and she's telling me about her day. I am looking at her, and her face is just wavy. And it looks like her face is just moving off of her face, and her face is creating a new face. And I'm like, Jesus Christ. And I'm looking into her soul, and I'm like, oh, my fucking God. Now, this is the most beautiful woman that I've ever been with, mind you. But on acid, she's the most beautiful woman that I've ever seen in my life. I'm looking around, I'm like, oh my God. Everything looks incredible. I start looking at my hands. My tattoos are kind of like doing the Dougie. It feels like I can see the blood rushing through my veins. I'll keep looking at my hands. I'm like, oh my God. This is literally the most beautiful thing that I've ever seen in my entire life. And like a trip, you get to the bad trip. Go upstairs, I talk to my woman. She's opening up about the most personal things in life. And she feels like she can talk to me about these things because of the state of mind that I was in. She tells me these things and it brings me to a place of uncertainty. Kind of some of the saddest things that I've ever heard someone tell me. And I asked her for a hug. I give her a big hug, and then my mind she left for about 5 seconds. And in those 5 seconds, it felt like 15 minutes, where a different state of mind came to me, hitting me with the most deepest things that I just couldn't get away from. I've never been in such a place of sadness before. My mind was dealing with these things that I was kind of like repressing, and I couldn't get away from it. I start panicking. I walk outside to my friend who's also on drugs, and I say, Alex, what do I do if I start freaking out? He's like, yo, I don't know, man, but look at that plant. I look at the plant's like moving and shit. I'm like, that's trippy. I go back in the house. After all of my freaking out for 5 minutes, I stop and I say, it's the drugs. I told my girlfriend, I said, come here, please tell me that everything is gonna be okay. Everything is gonna be okay. And it sure was. We went in the living room, the damn couch was breathing. It was raining that night. The water, as clear as day, dripping on the windows. And I'm like, oh my God, that is so beautiful. We put on Pocahontas. I promise you. Do acid and put on Colors of the Wind. I promise you. You will really understand what the fuck Pocahontas was talking about, because when I was sober, I didn't know what the fuck she was talking about. I felt like I really knew. Like, that was actually, I knew what the fuck was happening. I was like, oh my fucking God. She really speaking to me right now. Like, I felt like I was in the fucking movie. It was fucking insane. Jesus Christ. It was so cool. It was a beautiful experience, you know what I mean? I had a friend tell me, they said there's no such thing as a bad trip. When you're having a bad trip and you start to panic, those are just your mind telling you need to deal with things that you haven't dealt with before. If you ever find yourself in that dark space, have a friend remind you that it's okay, you're in no danger, you're on drugs, watch Pocahontas, and paint with all the colors of the wind.
Tales from the...
That's crazy, man.